Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better. At Aquavita, visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
Lean on us.
We are here for you.
You matter.
You are not alone.
Are you feeling overwhelmed? Not sure where to turn? The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there for you 24/7. Call or text 988 or chat at 988sc.org. Whether you're having an emergency or you know someone who needs support now, they can help you take the next step towards finding hope and healing.
There is hope. 988sc.org.
Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal Podcast. My name is Matt Harvey. I am the host of the Deep Woods Paranormal Podcast. I'm also the founder and lead investigator with Deep Woods Paranormal. Along with my wife, Amanda, and other people, we investigate anything and everything paranormal, be it ghosts, UFO, Bigfoots, cryptid creatures, lake monsters, river monsters, you name it. If it's paranormal in nature, we investigate it. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to mainly talk about the Normandy Inn because we have some exciting news about that, and I'll be setting that up shortly. So anyways, some unboxing news. Unfortunately, this is not in the box. This is our new Tesla coil. What this does is it sits here and throws out electronic volts like lightning off to every direction. And the theory behind that is that spirits need energy to manifest. If you've seen me, or investigation videos, you've seen me putting out EM pumps before or talking about EM pumps. All those do is basically create energy in the air. They create EMF. This creates static electricity, which is a little different. So basically you plug it into the wall, put it somewhere where it's not going to catch anything on fire. And essentially then it basically just sits there and spits out energy. And I'm sure if you grew up in the early 80s, maybe early 90s too, basically you've seen the ones with the globes around it where you can put your fingers around it and basically it would like follow your fingers. So this pretty much does the same thing, but it's a little bit more powerful. I don't think I want to get zapped by that thing. Have to be really careful on how we use it. But we want to use that to try and help the spirits manifest in some way. And by manifest, I mean show themselves, create something on camera. We can say, hey, that's a ghost, or become a shadow, maybe a full body apparition, maybe move something. Maybe we hear something, whether it's footsteps, maybe a voice, whatever. And then also maybe we catch something on audio, like on an EVP, where we hear something that we didn't hear when we're actually listening with our own ears. So anyways, we also have this. This is what I've been waiting for. And I've talked about this multiple times. If I can get it into the camera, I will be doing an unboxing video on this. We've already kind of taken it out and played with it a little bit last night. Amanda and I once I finally got it figured out and how to tune it, there were actually some cool things coming out of it. What I like about this, and I'll talk about it later, is that you can plug it into the computer and record what it's saying. So very similar to a spirit box, let's put it that way. And then also you can plug the spirit box into this thing, which I probably wouldn't do, but you can plug a lot of different devices into it, and I'll explain later. So if you want to watch our standalone video for the unboxing of that, like I said, I'll talk about it in detail. We're also going to be using this and the Tesla coil to communicate with the ghosts that possibly haunt these dolls. They have some kind of energy to them. There's a lot of things over on that table where those dolls are that possibly have some kind of attachments. And the rule is they can only stay in this office. They have to stay in the office. They can't leave this office. They can, do whatever they want while they're in the office, as long as they don't hurt anybody, hurt anything, or cause damage to anything. And basically just basic rules. There is a camera right over here. Keep going the wrong way. Over my right shoulder, that normally you can see it turning. Normally, basically focuses on them and this door. There's a shadow entity that likes to hang out and look through the door. I had the door partially closed because the dogs kept going nuts. And when I closed the door all the way, I just had to put them out because they are just full of energy today and they will not stop barking and playing, which is awesome. I love it when they do that, but not while I'm trying to do the podcast. So, all right, let's get into this. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I don't think this is going to go straight to the Norman. Okay, so this is our audio podcast. If you're watching this video, you're probably not basically seeing the listening to the audio podcast. If you want to just listen to the audio podcast, we're over on Speaker on iHeartRadio. We're also on lots of different other platforms. The whole reason I popped this open was I wanted to give you guys a visual on this. If you'll do us a favor, if you're on this and you enjoy the podcast, please hit the like button or the heart button or the thumbs up button, whatever it is, and then subscribe, because we do this 3 to 4 to 5 times a week. We produce podcasts. So at least that's the intention. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. With my work, I'm on call from 12 to 12 p.m., 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I just never know when I'm going to get a call. I've been interrupted multiple times by the call to come in, which is awesome. That basically pays for me to do this. So, essentially, come on here and keep an eye on what's going on. So if I'm talking about something, there will be links in the description. Here you see our podcast, podcast website, which is our website. Buy us a coffee. If you want to buy us a coffee, I've talked about that a million times. There's a link on our YouTube channel. I'll show you that real quick in a second. I don't want to continue to talk about that. Manscaped, and I'll talk about this again. The Manscaped link is right here, and then our discount code DWP. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Those are the main things that we're on. And then links to sources. If you guys ever want to go back and listen to what we're or watch what we're talking about, if you're on the audio podcast only, or if you're on the video podcast and you want to go back and watch that, you can go here. And I'll just make a quick example for the people watching. I'll just open this up. You can paste this here, hit the enter button or whatever, however you do it, and it'll drop you off here. This is basically our Bigfoot research. This is a video I was talking about the other day. And then, of course, there's all kinds of other videos here for you guys to watch regarding Bigfoot stuff. We do more than just podcasts, guys. We have a lot of other videos. I'm going to close this. We have a lot of other things that we do, and I'll talk about in just a second. Again, Manscaped, if you want to come on here and you want to buy something from them, their products are amazing. I'd highly recommend them. They have some beard stuff. I might actually grab some of their beard conditioner here in the future. Because my beard always seems to need some kind of attention. But yeah, the underwear were amazing. All these deodorants for down there are awesome. The trimmers are really, really good. I really recommend them and stuff like that. So if you want to come on here, put in and purchase something, when you get to the discount code, put in DWP and they'll give you a good discount. Okay. So let's get on to this is our YouTube channel. Again, this is the Deep Woods Paranormal YouTube channel. If you're looking on a Google search for the Deep Woods Paranormal YouTube channel, only type in Deep Woods Paranormal. Don't put it in because like Deep Woods Paranormal stories will come up and other things. We've had a couple other people take our name and basically add things to it and create channels. which I think is actually kind of pulling away from us. But anyways, Buy Me a Coffee's here. If you want to listen to the audio podcast, it's here. Facebook, TikTok. I don't know how much longer that's going to be around, but anyways, we'll see what happens with that. And then our popular videos are here. So not only Bigfoot stuff, but there's like the killing fields, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. And of course, our podcasts. And then Amanda and her mom went to, I forget where it was, Fort Worth, and did an investigation at a hotel because I was sick. Her mom filled in for me, and that was very nice of her to do that. So that investigation didn't have to get canceled because she went and they did some research and stuff like that. So if you want to watch that, you can go on there and watch that. And then we have multiple playlists on here. I'm not going to get into all this. You guys come explore this. So anyways, I want to talk about the Normandy Inn. So this is the Normandy Inn, or the former Normandy Inn in Galveston, Texas. We will be doing, that's the breaking news, we will be doing a overnight investigation, probably multiple overnight lockdowns in this place, depending on how they go. We'll be doing these probably maybe monthly, maybe every couple months. I don't know, because I'm trying to put the show together too. A lot of my time is going to be turned towards going and doing the show, the Bigfoot show that I'm working on. I think it's going to be more Bigfoot cryptid type show. I'm going to be exploring Texas and stuff like that. I don't want to get into the details, but I do want to thank everyone who sent me comments privately, either through our website, my email, or texted me. Thank you guys for doing that. If you haven't been able to comment on what you'd like to see on the show, or what you wouldn't like to see on the show, or whatever, any feedback, and tell me Bigfoot's not real. I don't care. I like I say, you guys have to have an experience where you can say it could be anything else but. And maybe, if you have that mindset and you really want to see Bigfoot, maybe you should come out with me on the show. So we will be having guests on the show, guest investigators, people that maybe are skeptical, maybe that don't believe, maybe that are on the fence, or maybe we'll have, we'll probably have people that are, that know that Bigfoots exist as well. So I'm going to be having a big mixture of people coming onto the show. I'm hoping to get some experts and other things besides the paranormal field involved with that. Like I kind of talked about, I'd like to get a primatologist involved with that in case I do catch footage of something. They can analyze it and say, yes, it's this or it's that, or I don't know what that is. Footprints, hair samples. I'd like to get somebody that does DNA involved that can help me with this stuff. And then somebody who knows trees. And because I'm super curious about why all these tree bends are happening. Is it Bigfoot? Is it not Bigfoot? What's going on with all these tree bends? So, trees being bent over, trees, in the middle of the night, all of a sudden a tree's like half mooned. And, what's causing that? Could it be a Bigfoot? Is it possible for a Bigfoot to do that? I don't know. Anyways, let's get back to the Normandy Inn here. So this is, if you're watching on the video podcast, this is the side of the Normandy Inn. These windows up here where you can actually see in, this is where the lady's possibly seen. She's seen on the second and first level as well in different parts of the house, but also she's seen out on the balcony over here. And we'll get a picture of that in just a minute. So anyways, this is the Normandy Inn. It was built, where'd that information go? It's here. So it's a large 3-story framed house with a mansard roof incorporating the third story, meaning, it's just basically the third level is kind of the roof, if you will. But yeah, this house is huge. Let's see. The front elevated is an L shape with an off-center 1-story porch. The porch wraps around the corner and has a simple square columns. And okay, I'm not going to worry about all that. Let's see. So somebody basically from one of the tours, and again, I did so much research. I contacted historical societies. I contacted other paranormal investigators. I contacted the city I contacted historical societies. I contacted anybody and everybody I could to get information about the Normandy Inn, and I couldn't really verify any of this. The only I do know I can verify a few deaths in the house, and Kitten, the caretaker. I keep calling her different names. I think her name's Kitten. And I apologize if you're listening. I completely forgot your name. Anyways, she verified a lot of stuff to me. She's had experiences in the house, and she did a whole walkthrough with me. Don't worry, we will go through that video here in a minute, and then we're just going to skim through it to different parts that I want to show you, and then you guys can go back and watch it if you want. Again, that will be linked in the description of the podcast, both audio and video. All right, so supposedly people think this is this place is the portal to hell. They believe that the original owner was a satanic ritualist. They believe that he did satanic rituals in the house and possibly murdered people. Honestly, I don't know. Take that with a huge grain of salt. I don't really think that happened. I think that maybe the house was used for possible satanic rituals. In fact, I know it was later on, but that's all pretty much been removed. So we'll get into that in a second. All right. So it was built in 1912 as a bed and breakfast. And essentially, I think it only lasted for like 12 years. I believe 2 hurricanes have affected this house. The first hurricane basically killed, I think it was in like it was either the 1930s or 1940s or sometime around there. I'd have to look this information back up. But I do remember that a hurricane back in the day, back before they have all the news where they can alert you in the middle of the night and stuff like that, happened in the middle of the night. The island was taken basically by storm, and essentially overnight, a storm surge about 12 feet high, I think it was, or 15 feet high, put the island underwater. And so a lot of people perished. They think that at least 10,000 people died in that flooding. Now, there is rumors that one of the landscape companies, when they went to put in new irrigation outside the house, found a whole bunch of dead bodies. And I don't know if that's associated with the hurricane or it's associated with the killing fields and the rituals that possibly went on in the house. It's a whole big web of stuff that can't be really confirmed or denied, if you will. So the house, essentially, it says it has, it has 6 on-site suites with private baths, 3 with 2 bedrooms each, 23 rooms in all. So I think there's, there must be 9 bathrooms in this place. There's bathrooms that are just in the hall. They're common bathrooms. And on the second story, I do know of a death that happened in the house. We can confirm this. The daughter of the owner, she was 5 or 6 or right around that age. She was going to the bathroom, and the gas furnace below her exploded, destroying the bathroom above her. And I honestly hope that she just died quickly and didn't suffer. But there's another story that another one of the owner's kids died and basically was a infant, and I think he was about, they say he was between six months and a year old, and supposedly he died of childhood illness. Now, the owner himself and the lady that haunts this place, I don't really know their story. I've been looking for information on them. I've not been able to verify anything of them, but I do know that there's a male and a female entity that also haunt the house. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of rumors associated with this house. And it is said to be one of the top 10 haunted locations in Galveston. And Galveston, Texas has a reputation for being haunted. There's a cemetery down the way that is like one of the top 10 cemeteries in the world that's supposed to be super haunted, and a lot of hotels and stuff like that outside, the area that are also haunted. The neighbor next door also reports strange things, and like his toilet flushing on its own, the lights turning off and on. But his spirit over on his side is very friendly to him, and seems like it's basically just enjoys him being there. So that's the mansion next door. We talked to him about doing an investigation over there, but he was a little iffy on it, and really nice guy. He talked to us for a long time. He said, yeah, that place, he was talking about the former Normandy Inn. He said that place is haunted. He sees things all the time through the windows and stuff like that. This place has been boarded up since I think 2012, maybe a little earlier, when the last hurricane came through and flooded Galveston.
Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better. At Aquavita, visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
So what happened, and I think, let's see. So essentially the house has been lots of different things. The house went from a bed and breakfast to a hotel to a boarding house for kids to supposedly a retirement community, and there might be some deaths associated with the retirement community. And then became a hotel again. And I think that was in 2005. They refurbished it completely. And about 5 years later, I can't remember which hurricane it was. I think it was either 2009 or 2010. Galveston again got swallowed up by the ocean during a flooding event when I think it was Hurricane Harvey came through. It put it underwater, and the house was basically in ruins again. After that, they tried to fix up the house, but unfortunately, the cost to fix it up, I don't know if they had insurance or the insurance wouldn't pay for it or something, but to refurbish the house again was just too much of a cost. So basically, they closed down the house, and my wife's friend, well, I'm not going to talk about them too much. You'll see them in the video possibly that I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. They bought the house and cleaned it up and basically boarded it up because people were trespassing in it, people were squatting in it, and again, there could be more deaths there. I don't know, but basically, people had broken into the house and stole like all the fixtures and all that stuff out of the house. Anything they could grab, like all the wiring, the electrical wiring has been stripped out of the walls. All the copper wiring has been stripped out and stuff like that. So it's been sitting dormant with no electricity, no running water for probably close to 20 years now. So I think they acquired it in 2010. So not quite 20 years, about 13 years now. So yeah, it's just been sitting there, and the ghost tours like to come by, and they have experiences possibly every night seeing stuff. But just be careful. Do not, if you know where the house is, or you're looking at the house, or you're looking at this website, please, please, please do not go break into the house. There's been a few people that have done it, but essentially, they call the cops on whoever breaks in real quickly, and several people have been arrested breaking into this house. So, anyways, and also no other paranormal investigators besides us have legally investigated the house. So, all right. So this is the Normandy Inn. Let me see if there's more pictures. Yeah, there's some more pictures here. If I go back onto this, wonder if I can go. No, let's see. Let me cruise back out of here. Here we go. So this is the back of the house. This is where supposedly that little kid jumped out of the window. I mean, if you jump from here, this balcony, yeah, you'd probably get injured, but you probably wouldn't get killed. You'd probably definitely survive. Here's the address of the house. You see a bunch of dust orbs, and the windows are super dirty. So it doesn't surprise me that people got dust, and it's always windy out there. So yeah, here's the back thing that basically everybody says, oh, that's demonic in nature. I don't think it is, to be honest with you. This is supposedly, I don't know what this says. If you watch our video of the Normandy investigation, there's actually a couple videos on there, but Kitten talks about what this is and stuff like that. I believe it's in German and what it means. And supposedly this awning, this is a self-portrait of the owner with his face mated to a lion's face. So anyways, we're going to move on. So another thing that is associated with the Normandy Inn. So I'll talk about this more in a second here, but there was satanic rituals done in the house. And we know this for a fact because when the current owners went in, they found all kinds of satanic stuff on the walls, sayings and stuff like that, and spells and stuff on the first right bedroom, and they've painted over it now. And then on the left side, there was voodoo done to counter the negative stuff done by the supposed previous owner. Essentially, I don't think he did it, but basically the house supposedly was used for satanic rituals. And then they did voodoo in a bedroom across the way to counter the negativity from the satanic stuff. They did kill live animals in that room. So I don't know. Those two front bedrooms have their own kind of energy. It wasn't until we basically put EM pumps out and left them for the night and came back the next day that we had a lot of activity. So the first night we were there was no activity. The second night, after the EM pumps ran for a good almost 12, 13, 14 hours, the spirits were way more active, way more interactive with us. And the kids, especially, the two little kids seemed to have a good time with us. They were enjoying us being there. We were basically playing hide and seek and stuff like that. We brought some dolls and stuff for them to play with, and they seemed to enjoy that. And then the male entity that was there possibly showed himself to Amanda and Elena while they were there, and then came through the spirit box a couple times. And then the female presence, whoever she is, did a lot of different things. She was not real happy about us being in her home, and stuff like that. So anyways, I don't want to give that away, but let's talk about the killing fields for just a second. I know this is kind of a separate thing, but they may be associated with each other. So there was 12 girls supposedly killed over a period of time from the 1970s to the early 1980s. The serial killer was never found, but they found all these bodies buried in a plot of land off kind of in the middle of nowhere, kind of in the woodsy area. Now it's been developed. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. But anyways, they nicknamed this place the Killing Fields. There's actually a church out there now, and there's actually some memorials for the girls. Some of the girls there, I think 5 or 6 of them have memorials there. And we did a whole investigation on the killing fields because I just had to go check this place out. And it was really sad. I have to say, the girls did come through, and they told us not to come back. There seems to be some kind of entity. I don't know if it's a living person or something else that lurks in the woods next to where the killing fields are, like it's watching over its victims. And unfortunately, I think those girls are still trapped in whatever hell they were put through. And it's really sad. They told us to please leave, don't come back, and stuff like that. So sometime in the future, I may go back here just because I want these girls to be at peace and stuff like that. So in the 1970s, in and around Galveston, teenage girls started going missing, sometimes in pairs. Many of their bodies would turn up in swamps, marshes, bodies of water in places like Clear Lake and Texas City. And that's where the killing fields are, in Texas City. Those murders, along with a cluster of others over the years along Interstate 45 between Houston and Galveston, have led to the area being dubbed the Texas Killing Fields. Now, more than 45 years later, 2 local investigators are focusing on nearly a dozen cases, most of which happened in the 1970s. They're basically still investigating these murders. Again, the link will be in the description, whether you're watching the video podcast or listening to the audio podcast. It's pretty sad. This whole thing honestly frustrates the hell out of me that somebody would do this to these girls. And it kind of makes me a little bit emotional. So anyways, I can just kind of feel their energy even from here. But yeah, so the theory is that these girls, some of the girls, might have been killed in ritualistic, satanic, how do I say this? They were killed in ritualistic sacrifices at the house. Some of those bodies that may have been found out by on the outside of the property by basically the excavation of the landscaping crew. I mean, could these be tied to the killing fields too? Maybe. There's just a lot of theories and rumors about this place, about the former Normandy Inn, that basically a lot of people talk about. So a lot of the ghost tours in Galveston come by the Normandy Inn. And this gentleman is talking right in front of the front door here. This is one of the doors that moved on me. Not this door. There's another. This is basically the screened-in porch. There's another door on the other side. The actual front door is on the other side. That door is severely heavy. I mean, I sat there and watched that door for a good 5 or 6 minutes while it was blowing really hard outside, maybe 30, 40 miles an hour. It didn't move. So just FYI, if you're watching the video of the Normandy Inn and you watch till the end, you'll see something amazing. I'll probably go over it on here. But anyways, basically people call the Normandy Inn the portal of hell. People consider it a satanic places. Supposedly sacrifices were done inside the building, and supposedly there's demons that live in the building. My personal experience, there's no negativity at all. There's a family that still lives there. A mom, a dad, 2 little kids. I know there's definitely a little girl. There might be 2 little girls, to be honest with you. So the infant that died might have been a little girl, not a little boy. But they seem like they're very playful. They enjoy interacting with us and stuff like that. So anyways, supposedly on one of the ghost tours, I'm not going to watch this video again. Somebody caught a picture of an apparition. I don't see it. I will link it here for you guys to come watch and see if you see it. I just don't see it. Maybe I'm missing something. But supposedly there's an apparition in this video. I just don't see it. So, okay. Here is the Normandy Inn from the inside. This is looking out towards where you just looked at, where the screened-in porch is. This is that front door. And I basically, when we did the investigation, I basically brought all the gear in down the hallway and around the corner here, past this last bedroom on the first floor. And I was putting stuff down. I put a table together. I was starting to pull gear out, and I started experiencing paranormal activity right away. So let me play this for you. Well, you can see that door it's windy out. It's not moving at all. The door's not moving at all. So if it closes, this is Matt, Deep Woods Paranormal. I'm in the Norman Inn by myself. And it literally sounds like someone's been walking around. As I set up, it's like a document. Okay. Hopefully you guys are hearing that. I was hearing like somebody walking around on the second or third floor above me. I know there was nobody in the house because I walked the house when I first came in. I thought maybe some of my other team members were there, but they weren't. There was nobody else there. This is actually where that fire came through, where you're seeing the boarded up. This is where the bathroom is above us. They basically had some rain damage here, but basically this is where the furnace exploded straight up and killed that little girl. Unfortunately, the house is kind of in ruins out on the inside, but you can see how beautiful this place still is, even though it hasn't been, touched since 2005. Essentially, was the last time it was renovated and stuff like that. There was another show that was supposed to come through and buy this place, but for some reason it just fell apart. The deal fell apart for them to do it. But anyways, so I'm hearing like footsteps upstairs, and that's a very common thing. That's something that Kitten reports all the time. Again, Kitten is the caretaker of the house. Oh, let me set this up for you. So I essentially took my phone out because I was still pulling gear out of my, let me open this up. I was still pulling gear out of my, out of the stuff to start setting up cameras. We had motion cameras, the DVR system, motion sensor cameras that were going to be set up throughout different levels of the house, kind of like you see on Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures or whatever. And then we had our handy cams that we were going to carry with us to document our own experiences. And then we had a bigger camera that was going to be for someone to follow those people around. So anyways, I set my phone on the stairs, and essentially I angled it up so that you could hopefully hear what was going on, because the the audio on the phones are really, really good. The noise from here upstairs, just in case somebody comes walking down the stairs or some weird thing. Hear that? So I hope you heard that, Doug. It was like something started walking and all of a sudden just stopped. They took 2 steps. That was not me. I was basically pulling a chair out of a bag, one of those camping folding chairs. And so yeah, that's what I was experiencing. So let's keep watching. I apologize for the noises I was making, but every time I would stop, it would stop. So I just continued to do what I was doing, and I just let the camera roll to see what it would document. Anyways, like I said, you can come through and watch this video. I'm going to scroll through. This is a long investigation. We did a whole investigation where we did EVP sessions and used the K2 to try and document things. And then basically I came on to describe what we were experiencing. So as we were sitting there, we were doing the spirit box, and we weren't getting a lot of activity. We were all up on the second or third level, and we kept seeing down both hallways like shadows darting, like peeking out of rooms. And that's just like, it was very playful. It was like little kid shadows. They weren't very tall. And so I had the cameras on us to make sure it was documenting what we were doing. I also had motion cameras facing both ways, but they didn't pick it up. So as we're sitting there, we picked up a male voice. I'll let you guys watch that. I'm not going to sit there. But anyways, we sat in that hallway for over an hour. This is Amanda and Elena talking about their experience. So this is base camp, essentially. This is where I was sitting earlier. This is the table I set up. The table originally was set up by the stairs. I moved it because there was stuff going on. But Amanda and Elena were sitting here this way, and they saw an apparition in the hallway, in the hallway doors into the dining room, standing here. It appeared to them both and then disappeared. But it didn't get caught on camera, unfortunately. But the spirit box spit out all kinds of names, like Oswald. We believe that's the male entity that's there. Before we go on this investigation, this overnight investigation, public ghost hunt, we will have to write down all the names and see if we can still contact these people. I wonder if they're still there. All right, so there's a lot of things that happened on this investigation. So we went back. That was the night before. We had like no activity. Stupid ad. We had no activity. Next to no activity the night before. So we came back the next morning. I just left all the gear there. I left the EM pumps going, and Alex and I forget his name, Jordan, and Amanda joined me back the next morning, and we set out some K2s just to see if we get anything after the pumps had run all night. And we had a lot of activity. The K2s were lighting up in response to our questions. We heard something upstairs, and Jordan and Amanda and Alex actually gave chase. And I kind of dictate what happened. So this is Amanda talking about her story of where she saw that apparition. She and Elena, we had some K2 set up here. Again, you can see how the electrical box has been basically had all the wires ripped out of it. Pretty sad. And then if you keep going, Alex and I went into the other room. Stupid ads. And
don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Plato's Closet in North Charleston and West Ashley can help make your holiday easier with cash for clothes. Sell us your gently used trendy styles to earn cash on the spot. We need your denim, dressy clothes, sweaters, boots, and more. Plato's Closet buys and sells sustainable styles. Earn cash to make holiday spending less stressful. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle this year. Simply get cash for your cool clothes at Plato's Closet. Plato's Closet, located in West Ashley on Sam Rittenberg Boulevard and North Charleston on Rivers Avenue.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
As we're sitting there, we were hearing things. And the other two, Amanda and Jordan, went upstairs, and they weren't hearing much of anything. But we were getting lots of K2 hits down here. They were actually answering our questions. We kept feeling presences and stuff like that. So let me see. Then Amanda and Jordan joined us, and we continue to have activity as we sat there. And then, let's see, we went upstairs. So we were upstairs. We were on the right side. This is where the door supposedly slams itself shut. Now, the window in this room is completely broken. It's been barricaded, but the wind will slam that door shut. So that makes sense. In fact, it actually looks like there's an apparition kind of behind. This is Jordan sitting down here. This is Alex. And then there looks like there's an apparition kind of standing behind Jordan there. This is me in the doorway here. We had 3 EM pumps. And again, these little EM pumps produce EMF, which is basically just energy for the spirits to manifest. This is just a paint can we found up there. And we set the K2 on against it to see if we could communicate with the little kids that were playing upstairs. The second and third story seems to be where the little kids are. So essentially, we had a lot of contact with them. We kept seeing them, see how Alex and I are kind of peered out, from the door We were playing hide and go seek with them. We were asking, can you play hide and seek? Can you light up the key too and let us know where you are? And then Alex and I were kind of peeking back, in the rooms behind us because we kept hearing things behind us. And looking down the hallway the other way, we kept seeing shadows kind of do what we're doing, kind of peer out and then pull back. And Jordan, I think, actually was seeing that as well. Jordan's a police officer, by the way.
It is a fact that you're in.
Okay, so this is just an ad. I'm going to skip this. All right, so this is the front door here. When I basically had the spirit box, we were cleaning up, and then when we had the spirit box on, something happens with this door. I don't want to give it away. So you guys can come back and watch this. So I don't want to give away the video because then you guys won't be able to enjoy it. So let me see what this video is. All right, so I did a short on the Normandy Inn. So here's the front of the house. God, so many ads. This is the front of the house. Again, most of the windows are boarded up, and then basically it just goes around and shows you. This is that cemetery I was talking about. This is a beautiful cemetery. It's pretty much open. You can walk through it anytime, day or night. Supposedly at night it gets really active. People see apparitions in here. So this is basically me talking about the footsteps upstairs. This is basically our investigation wrapped up in a very short video. I was actually looking for specific. Sorry, I was looking for a specific thing. Excuse me, I can't talk. So there's more Normandy Inn stuff, but yeah, we're going to be going to the Normandy Inn. We'll be staying there overnight. It'll be a lockdown for 24 hours, essentially, maybe a little less, depending on how people feel. There are restaurants and stuff across the way. There is no running water or power in the house. We will have bottled water for people. We'll have a porta potty outside so people can go use the restrooms if you need to. Basically you have to bring in your own cot or something to sleep on. Air mattress. Again, there is no power in this house, so essentially you're going to have to have your own thing. So let me come back here. So yeah, if you want to learn more about the killing fields or basically about the here's the clips. We have short clips on the Normandy Inn too if you don't want us to watch the whole video, but the Normandy Inn is in here as well. And again, I think it's on our, let me move this out of the way. I believe it also got put over here on our Rumble page. So it's probably buried down here somewhere. You'll have to scroll down and look. Unfortunately, this doesn't, it basically just loads it up. However, whatever your video was, it basically loads it up and only shows you. Let me go to the actual Rumble page. Bear with me for just a sec. Here we go. So yeah, basically it just shows you the videos that we've done in order. It doesn't really show you. So yeah, like you can sort through date. You can sort through how any short, long, how many views the video's gotten. So basically you can see on here, if you click on here, I'm not going to hit that, but if you hit the thumbs up button, that's very helpful for us. We really appreciate that. Feel free to share it, share the video, and stuff like that. So anyways, I guess the dogs just got let back in. They're going a little crazy. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you guys. So actually, I apologize. Let me go back here one more time. So on our website, wherever it went, bear with me here. There we go. Tink. That's my little one. I apologize. There again, our podcasts are here, our audio podcasts are here, our YouTube channel's here, and then the it says Public Ghost Hunts will be here. You'll see the Normandy Inn come on here. It'll look just like this, the San Jacinto. Let me move this out of the way. You'll see the San Jacinto jail, and then you'll probably see the Normandy Inn with dates, times, prices, what you need to bring and stuff like that, what to expect. Feel free to contact me. All my contact information is on here. If you want to contact us, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can come on here and fill out this information. My cell number, my email is here. And also, if you want to just contact us through chat, you're welcome to do that as well. So anyways, yeah, we will be going to the Normandy Inn probably, I think we were talking about April, maybe, or maybe June, before it gets too hot. There is no air conditioning, there's no fans, there's no nothing in that house. So it's just basically a big open mansion, and we'll get to basically stay wherever we want in the house. And like I said, we might order pizza or something like that for the people that want to come and spend the night there. Or, we'll have water, we'll have a toilet for you and stuff like that. But anything else you need, you'll have to bring. So, all right, guys. Well, I want to stop sharing my screen now. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing to our channels. And stay tuned for the unboxing video and the demonstration of the Tesla coil. We're going to be having a short little investigation in the office, and we might even go live to do this, where we're basically trying to communicate with whatever's here, the dolls or whoever else is here that's attached to the items behind me. This camera usually watches that when I'm not in here. So yeah, it'll be fun. We'll have a good time doing that, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that video too. More public investigations coming. Again, the Bigfoot show is being put together. I'm in the process of talking to so many different people about what I'm doing and what's their interest level, and do they want to participate and stuff like that, and how do they want to participate. And so yeah, lots of stuff coming up. That it should be fun. So also, I hope you guys are liking the way the new videos look. Let me go back here one last time. I promise I'll get off here. Hopefully you guys are liking. I'm going to go to the Rumble page, actually. Tank. Oh my gosh. She just can't help herself. So I'm hoping you guys are liking the way the new...
Drinking water before bed burned 46 pounds in 2 weeks if you are struggling to lose weight.
Okay. So I'm going to mute this as it goes through. I'm hoping you guys like the way I've changed the videos, the paranormal podcast videos, the YouTube videos. I mean, the videos for our public investigations and stuff will change as well. So you can see I've really changed the way it looks. I'll play this for you guys. If you have not seen these videos, I've only got a couple like this where I've changed the front. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this. It's a lot more advanced, a lot more updated. So I'm hoping you guys are really enjoying what this looks like. And hopefully you guys like the new music on the intro and stuff. So I'm going to continue to upgrade the way we do our podcasts and stuff like that. So you can see me. The last podcast I did, there was a shadow that kept darting around from this corner here, kept peering around it and stuff like that. So, and there's actually a voice, and maybe I'll play that for you guys real quick too. Let me stop sharing this. So yeah, I wanted to share an audio clip with you guys. Maybe on the next podcast we'll do that. I'm sorry, the cat's deciding to sharpen his nails as I finish up this podcast. A bit of crazy day with the animals, but yeah, that's what's going on. We got a crap ton of stuff coming. Like I said, the new Bigfoot show, we've got some unboxing videos we're going to do, and more public investigations coming for you guys to watch and enjoy with the new video editor. It should be a lot of fun to make those, and a lot easier than what I've been using. So, all right, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching and listening. Thank you for liking, subscribing, hitting that thumbs up button. If you like the audio and video podcasts, and stay tuned for more stuff. Keep watching our YouTube video and our Rumble channel. I don't know what's going on with TikTok, so I haven't posted a lot of stuff over there, but I will be posting some stuff soon. So a lot of content coming, and we just want to say we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the positive feedback you've given us, and for liking and sharing and supporting our channels. So you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'll probably be coming to you with another podcast either later tonight or tomorrow, and then possibly on Sunday as well if I can get it done. So you'll have 4 podcasts again for this week. So, all right, guys, you have a good one, and we will catch you on the next one.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.